So it's time to make some extremely hot pepper sauce. We're gonna ferment some 7-pot Brainstrain yellows. I'm gonna pick a few more today. I already have a few from last week. And let's get started. So all you need to make a good fermented hot sauce is obviously the chilies you want to use, some salt to make your brine, a jug to do a bit of measuring, and then the jar you're going to use. So I'm using some really ridiculously hot peppers today, and that means I don't want to really make a whole big batch of it. So I'm just using a small jar, just like that. And one other ingredient that I like to add is garlic. So first things first, I am putting on some gloves. Peel some garlic. And that's going to go straight in to the jar. So all that I've done with these I have cleaned them off, just rinsed them under the tap, and now I'm just taking these off. Wow, that smells hot. So I'm just taking the stalks off. You can see that one's already done. A mistake I've made in other years is mixing in too many different types of peppers into one, and you end up having a sauce that tastes great, but you don't get that one unique flavor. So these are very flavorful, a lovely tasting pepper. They are extremely hot as well, of course, but they're really nice tasting pepper. If I started mixing in some jalapenos or some other types of chilies in here, what's going to happen is I'm going to dilute the flavor, and I'm not going to get that lovely flavor that I'm hoping for. So now you have a choice to make. I don't mind seeds inside my chili sauce, so I'm probably going to leave it in. You can see here there's not a lot of seeds in here, but it really is up to you. Oh, it smells lovely. So I'm just cutting them in half, and I'm going to squish that down in there. I'm going to cut a small piece off and give it a taste. Probably a mistake, but why not? So that's it. I'm just squishing it down there. Probably fit a few more in, but this is fine for what I'm doing. So there you go. This is a mistake, isn't it? Oh, it's amazing flavor, but wow. Ah, that is instant heat. Okay, so we're gonna make the brine now. All we need is enough to cover this, cover the peppers that are in here. So first, zero that out. I think I'm going to do 200 grams. That's 205 grams. We want to make a 2% brine. Ah, this is getting hot. We want to make a 2% brine, so that means in 200 grams we need to have 4 grams of salt. It's at actually 205 grams, so we'll add just over 4 grams of salt, which will be about, let's make it up to 210 grams, so it's 5 grams of salt. Now we need to stir this up. Wow, that's warm. The flavor is amazing, but wow. When you ferment peppers, it should mellow the heat out a little bit. At least it will take a little bit of the heat off. Not a lot, it'll still be bloody hot. You want to make sure the salt you use is something like this, which is kosher salt. You want something that is kosher. You can see here it says it's kosher, but that just means it doesn't have any extras in there, which might actually be detrimental to the fermentation that we're trying to do. You want to leave a little bit of room at the top because this is going to ferment, which means that it's going to release carbon dioxide, and you don't want this overflowing. You need to make sure that the peppers stay below the surface of the water. That just stops any nasties from growing on the top. So something I like to do is you can take a cabbage leaf, but I like to use an onion. So all that you're doing is you're going to squish it down just below the surface. That's perfect. So here we have a plastic bag. We're just going to put that over the top. And then elastic band, we'll just double it up. It's going to go on there. And that's it. We just leave that now for a couple weeks and we'll come back and have a look. So you can see it definitely is working because you can see it bubbled up on the top like that. You can see all the bubbles rising to the top now. Really does smell good. I should be careful though because I've just got some of the hot liquid on my fingers. Make sure I clean that. Anyway, back into the cupboard for another week or so, and then we're ready to make our sauce. Let's get started. So to sterilize your bottles, you just need a big pot, and we're going to fill that with water. Put our bottles in and let it boil away. Put the lids in as well, so we'll come back to that once it's boiled for about 10 minutes. So this is the 7-Pot Brainstrain Yellow, and these chilies can get up to 1 million on the Scoville scale, so between 800,000 and 1 million. Wow, that is strong. Now normally at this point I'd probably taste it, but there's no way in hell I'm doing that with this. So now we give it a good blend. Oh, be careful with breathing in. Wow, that is ridiculous. Let's see inside there, that looks amazing. I think I'm going to mix in a little bit of vinegar. By adding vinegar, you are decreasing the pH level a little bit more, so making it a little bit more acidic. I'm going to add just a couple cupfuls of vinegar, just straight white malt vinegar, because I don't want to change the color of this. I love the yellow. There we go. And this sauce only gets better with time, so right now it tastes pretty damn good. But leave it for a little while longer and it just mellows out. All the flavors really come together, the garlic that's in there. So in another couple months, this will be amazing. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks very much for watching. I'm just about to hit 100 subscribers, which is very cool. Thank you for all of you who have subscribed. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I really do appreciate it. I enjoy making these videos and I hope you enjoy watching them as well. Anyway, until the next time,